why visions fail. Some have been living with failed personal visions for long. But perhaps they have never asked, why the failure? Well, lack of clear definition of mandate. If you don't know where you are going, anywhere will look like it. Number two, lack of effective communication to co-drivers. If you watch Moses go down to Egypt and call the elders, that it's time to get out of this captivity. God met with me and gave me this mandate. Effective communication. So the elders of Israel stood by him. Nehemiah got there, called all the stakeholders, and told them the good hand of God upon him and the favor he enjoyed. And everybody lined up. Effective communication. Effective communication. Well, we have been dealing with that lack of required discretion to drive the vision. Jeremiah 10 and verse 12. The Lord has founded the earth by his wisdom, and he has stretched out the heavens by his discretion. By his discretion. Nothing enlarges the coast of a people like discretion. Nothing. He established by his wisdom, founded by his power, and stretched out the heavens by his discretion. Stretched out the heavens by his discretion. Big thing. Next, lack of adequate exposure on the given task. Adequate exposure on the given task. Lack of adequate exposure. Now listen, we had a challenge with our cell growth cell system in the church. It was crawling and crawling. And I said, that means we have exhausted what we know. So let's go find out what we don't know. So I bought 400 copies of Building Successful Home Centers. Gave it to our 400 pastors. Asked them to read. And then we met to find out what are we doing that we should not be doing. What are we doing that we're not doing well enough? What are we not doing that we should be doing? Now, between 2010 and 2013, we added over 15,000 cells. Over what? Lack of adequate exposure towards a given task will cause the vision to fail. Exposure is vital. So I studied 39 biographies of great ministries. Exposure. 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 I learned how to deal with governmental authorities from Billy Graham. Exposure. I read 3 of his biographies. There was nobody who would welcome me to anywhere when I was reading it. No. I didn't have anybody to do with any government, whether local government or area government. But you don't wait for a match to practice. You practice before the match. You become a washout in the match. Exposure. So why don't we see that? Many have made a lot of marks. Why don't we sit down and find out what should we be doing that we are not doing? Because this is not, it's not a non-profit, and life is not a non-profit adventure. You have to add value, you have to generate value, you have to go forward. And I pray things will change from now. Things will change from now. And things will change from now. Now, the next one, lack of leadership capacity. Leadership is key to getting any vision fulfilled. He said, look out for able men. First requirement in leadership is capacity. 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 You need a driver. A good driver, not a good man. You need a good driver first. A good man will now be a plus, but you need a good driver first if you don't want to have accident and die. You need a good driver. There are some very good-looking people. They are poor drivers. Now, they bash your car, you are angry. Soon they will bash you. You need first a good driver. Then you're also looking for a good man among the good drivers. Not a bad driver and the best man. No. It must be a good driver first. A good driver first. A capacity. Now, and listen to me. This can be cultivated. Capacity can be cultivated for anyone who knows the need for it. You can cultivate the capacity for leadership. No one is born a leader, sir. No. People just commit themselves to cultivating it. Nobody's born a leader. You can't have a discouraged leader and have a motivated follower. No. They flow along the path of the leader. It's natural. Capacity is needed. And anybody can develop this if he's interested. Unlike in those days, you can get exposed to any form of knowledge from the corner of your bedroom. You are not waiting for pastor from the airport, from the post office. Everything is just there. Anybody can develop capacity for leadership if he so desires. Visions will fail in the hand of any failed leader. Next is lack of required vigor in the pursuit. I labor more abundantly than them all, yet not I, but the grace of God that was with me. Grace without labor equals vanity. He said, the grace of God that was given was not in vain, but I labored more abundantly than them all, yet not I, but the grace of God that was with me. Jesus, the most anointed, said, I must walk. Nothing works without someone at work. Nothing. There is nothing in doing nothing. Well, you ask Nehemiah, what went to the building of the wall? Never put off his clothes except for washing. Whatever that means. Day and night, walking. And of course, lack of stakeholders mentality. If you are not my favorite anything as another man's, who will give you what is your own? Ineptity, that is laxity, complacency, and slothful syndrome. Just a demonstration of incompetence. What is ineptitude? The dictionary defines it as lack of skill or ability. Webster says it is incompetency, impotence, inability, inadequacy, incapability, incapacity. Just give it all the adjectives you can imagine in the world. Finally, lack of commitment to nurturing the vision to full delivery. Thank God for where we are. But we are still far from where we are going. May we receive grace this morning to get there. We shall get there.